Are you looking for the best VR headsets? In this video we will look at some of the best VR headsets on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Meta Quest 2. The Oculus Rift was the first big name in the current VR wave, arguably because it made VR remotely affordable. Although Facebook bought Oculus and has been phasing the name out in favor of Meta for both its VR platform and the entire company's name, the Oculus roots run deep. The Meta Quest 2, formerly the Oculus Quest 2, is a $400 standalone VR headset. We don't recommend it quite as highly as when it was $300. Meta recently bumped the price by $100. It's still inexpensive for a VR platform, though, and you don't need any additional hardware attached or cables running out of the headset. It's powered by mobile components, specifically the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipset, and that's enough to run compelling VR experiences. It also has an incredibly robust library of those experiences, so you'll find something that entertaining. The Quest 2 can be used as a tethered headset if you buy the right accessory and have a powerful PC. The $79 link cable is a 5-meter USB-C cord that lets you connect the Quest 2 to your computer and use it just like the Rift S to play PC-specific VR games like Half-Life, Alyx. The cable is expensive, but considering most tethered-only PC headsets are still more expensive than the Quest 2 with the cable, it comes out ahead in value even after adding the accessory. Simply put, the Quest 2 is for anyone interested in playing in virtual reality. It's relatively affordable, has plenty of games and software, and you don't need to plug it into anything except to charge its battery. It's easily the most accessible VR headset, so it's one we can readily recommend to almost anyone. If you want the most advanced graphics and are willing to spend 2, 3, or 4 times as much on a headset, and at least that much again on a powerful PC, this might not satisfy you. For everyone else, though, it's an ideal entry point into VR. Number 2. Sony PlayStation VR. The PlayStation VR is aging. It came out in 2016 for the PlayStation 4, and uses motion controllers that date back to 2010, but that doesn't mean it isn't worth considering if you own a PS4, or PS5 for that matter. After all, it doesn't need any extra hardware if you already have one of those consoles, though if you want to use it with your PS5, you must request a free adapter, opens in a new window, from Sony for the required PlayStation camera to work. The original PSVR has a large library of games including Five Nights at Freddy's, Help Wanted, Moss, Res Infinite, and Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. Many don't need motion controls and can be played with the DualShock 4 or DualSense. Just be aware that the aforementioned 12-year-old PlayStation Move controllers might not be included with PSVR bundles if you do want two-handed motion controls, so make sure you check product descriptions. This is for PlayStation fans who want to play PSVR games. Yes, the powerful PSVR 2 is superior in every way, but it isn't backwards compatible with the original PSVR's titles. As a result, you may want to keep the OG system around to play games that aren't available for the new headset. Number 3. Valve Index VR Kit. Valve's PC-tethered VR headset is pricey, and on paper it doesn't stand out much from the competition. The headset is just one part of the VR experience, though, and the Valve Index really impresses because of the other major component, the controllers. They are revolutionary, able to rack individual finger movements and make games that take advantage of the feature, much more immersive than the standard trigger grips on other controllers. It's amazing to see your fingers wiggle in Half-Life, Alyx. The headset itself, while not outstanding, still offers crisp, smooth graphics with a high refresh rate, too. The system integrates with Valve's Steam store through Steam VR, so there's an incredibly large library of VR games, even if only a tiny fraction might bother with the finger support. This is the go-to VR headset for use with PCs, thanks to its strong performance and revolutionary controllers. If you're just starting with VR on PC, go with this one. If you already have a Steam-compatible headset, though, such as the HTC Vive Cosmos Elite, not the regular Cosmos, or Vive Pro 2 along with their base stations, you can buy the controllers for $280 to breathe new life into your VR experience without investing in the full Valve Index system. Number 4. HTC Vive Pro 2. This advanced, semi-consumer VR headset targets both enthusiasts and professionals with the sharpest picture available at 2448 by 2448 pixels per eye. It easily offers the best visuals we've seen in VR so far, though at a hefty price. The headset alone is $799, and that doesn't factor in the base stations and controllers, but on the bright side, you can use the Valve Index controllers with it. It works with Steam VR just like the Oculus Quest 2, and has its own VR software store in the form of VivePort. The store offers the subscription-based VivePort Infinity, opens in a new window, service that provides unlimited access to VR experiences, instead of a la carte software purchases. That's a nice bonus outside of Steam VR. If you want the best VR experience available without diving into pro-level extremes, the Vive Pro 2 combined with Valve Index controllers is the combination to go with. It'll cost you at least $1,300 before factoring in a PC with the specs to take advantage of the headset's power, but you'll enjoy amazing visuals and controls. Number 5. Meta Quest Pro. We love the Meta Quest 2 for presenting a powerful VR experience without any cables. It helps that it's relatively inexpensive, but its hardware is also aging a bit. The Meta Quest Pro addresses the latter point at the literal cost of the former. Its display is better, its controllers are better, its processor is better, and it features eye and face tracking. It's also over 3 times the price of the Quest 2, which is why the Pro part is in the name. This is for professionals who need a capable VR headset for collaboration and processing heavy work, and for enthusiasts who want to play with eye and face tracking, and a more powerful processor than the Quest 2, before Meta releases the teased Quest 3 next year.